Hey guys, it's your girl Lamary. I'm today sewing masks for my family members, and it's a long overdue project, but you know, by the grace of God, we're able to get it done today. So let me show you what I'm working with. So here are the masks that are long overdue. So this is one, and every mask has 3 layers. This is one, this is 2, this is a 3rd one. I already started on this, but you see I gotta turn it inside out and put the straps on it. And then a 4th one is right here. There are more that I need to make. If you see this pile right here, like I already pre-cut fabric into squares so I can shape them into what I want them to be. And I also have some over here that I'm testing out for a new pattern. And I plan on sending them all of these. Okay, so first we're going to check our new batch. We have our 3 layers. This is the outside fabric. I'm working with one hand, guys, so please bear with me. This is the outside fabric. This is going to be the lining, so where your lips will go. Get all kissy face. And then this will be the middle lining, or the inside fabric. So it's a 3-layered. It's a 3-layered mask. 1, 2, 3. Outside, inside, and where your lips touch. 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 Okay, now that we got it figured out. Okay, so since this is the middle fabric, this is gonna go on the inside. So the way you need to layer it, if you're doing 3 layers, this is going to be, since everything's like right side facing, so on the very outside is the fabric you don't want to be seen. That will never show. It's kind of like your filter fabric. Filter fabric. Your outside fabric will be the 2nd layer, and then your lining fabric is the 3rd layer. And from there, it should be lining fabric, after the lining fabric on the other side of your face, it's the outside fabric, and then the filter fabric underneath it. Guys, like I said, I'm working with one hand here. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So let's sew this together. You probably have to go slow to make sure you get. I backstitch here. This is a nose piece and I don't want it to come out. Let me just turn this a little bit. And I'd say maybe about an 1/8 seam allowance, maybe 1/4, depends on you. Jeremiah. No. What is he doing? Come on now. Help me, bud. Help me. And this is now the bottom. Momming on a Saturday. Make sure you don't get part of the mask where it's not supposed to go. Right here it's a little bit flatter. Yes, and it just said go. No. My kid. Okay, we fixed it. Okay, I just said don't sew more than. Don't get your fabric caught. And then what I do? Get my fabric caught. Because of the kid. I'm momming on a Saturday. Of course, I'm momming every day. Jeremiah, give me that clip. Give it here. Pick it up. Pick Pick it up. Okay. So this is what I was saying about trimming off the excess. So like to have it, so this is the top. And this is the bottom. To have it lay flatter when you flip it inside out, it helps to trim off excess fabric. So that's why I'm going to clean it up now so that I can flip it inside out. This will look like this. Oh yeah. And it's a step closer to becoming a great mask. Okay, so if you want to watch me trim it, not if you want to, but this is how I'm trimming it. I'm just cutting excess fabric without focus over here, cutting the excess fabric above the stitches. I'm not going super close to the stitches. You gonna focus? No. Focus. I'm not gonna cut the stitches, but I'm just gonna get super close, especially here. That's too much fabric, you know. So I'll probably, like, this is actually over here it's fine, but when it comes over here it's fine, but when it comes to this side, that's a bit much. So I think I'll start there. My kid is in the refrigerator. I think she's getting another plum or orange, something to eat. Make this even. Not too close. Okay, clean that up. Clean it up. Yes, I'm okay, thank you. Like this too. Yeah, we did it. That's about right. I'm gonna just do a little snipping up here. You probably can't even see this, but we did it. But I'm snipping, not the. I did 2 little snips by the nose. I'm sorry, this isn't focusing well, but I did 2 little snips by the nose area. Kind of cut this too. Huh? You want to do your activity? Okay. Hold on. I know you can't reach the activity binder. I'll get it for you. Okay, bud. Wait a second. Probably should have been best to cut this first. I normally do that. Now it's like coming back to me. I haven't done this in a while. Yes? He's literally in front of the activity binder. Like, I need the activity. He can get it himself. He's just not getting it. He's like, no, I want Mama to get it. Alright, let's flip this inside out. And turning it. I try to make it skinny around the ears because I don't want them too big. But we shall see. Just get it. We ain't got all day. We don't have all day for this. Mom. Yes. Okay, but hold on. Oh my goodness. Let's do it again. Guys, I just realized what I did wrong. I sewed it down the middle. And so when I try flipping it inside out, like I can't. Oh, I can just swim with it. Let me get this activity. Oh my gosh. So I realized what I did wrong. I sewed all the pieces together. All of them. All of them together. So when you turn it inside out, when you turn it inside out, It literally stops. Look, I'm pushing it through, boom. This is half a mask. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. You're supposed to sew the lining separate from your display fabric. But I sewed the lining to all the fabrics. So it's supposed to be your outside fabric and there's supposed to be a gap. It's supposed to be able to pull it apart because you sew the lining separate and then you sew like your outside fabric that you're gonna sew. Those two things separate. So say for instance this was the lining fabric and this was the sewing fabric. I sewed this together at the nose area and then I sewed this together like I did, and then you combine them just by sewing the top layer and the bottom, the top and the bottom. That's all right. Oh, somebody's gonna get this and it's just gonna be a 4-layer mask, okay? Because this one right here is about to be modified to be the outside fabric. Okay guys, I'm back. Okay, so now I made some mistakes. But I fixed them. So I now have a new outside fabric. Know what you mean. New outside fabric. Finally sewed together. I'm not changing the thread now. No. Not changing the thread. This is totally improvised. But and I did not want to post this at first because I was like, I'm making so many mistakes. But these mistakes may help you. Okay. So now we have the outside fabric and a new lining fabric. And we can pull them apart. So you see I did not do the same mistake on that one. But this right here became bulky, so I had to trim down the nose mouth area on the lining fabric, and I put little slits. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like little slits so that there's one. It's like hard to see though. It's little slits. There it is, yeah. Little slits like that so that the fabric can bend and move more easily. I also was sewing it with this side up, the lining fabric up, and I did not realize that I missed a whole area of outside fabric, of lining, of the fabric that's gonna show. Ooh, son. So I had to go back and sew it, the lining fabric, with the lining fabric on the bottom, and then the fabric that you're gonna see on top. Either way, I have all the fabric sewn together. And I'm gonna trim off. You see where I had to do this twice. I had to do this twice because I went too high, and this part was exposed, so I had to go back and go back and connect it. But it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, I haven't done this in maybe a year because different reasons. So there's a lot that I had to relearn, and honestly, this is what I had to learn the first time, and it just came back to memory. So now I'm just gonna trim off the thread. This one is pretty much ready for the straps to be put on, which I could use these straps I already have. I made them out of t-shirt fabric. Only issue is I misplaced them. I don't know where they are. Ay, babe. Oh, baby. Oh, the baby. And the crazy thing is, I misplaced them. But for some reason, they are miraculously showing up all around the house. They're like all around the house. They're showing up in laundry. They're showing up in the kids' playroom. They're just showing up. So, I have to believe some little squiddles have been in my stuff. Either way. Neither here nor there. I don't really see anything else to really trim up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this inside out. We're gonna see how it turns out, which is gonna be great. I'm really looking like, where did I put that fabric? Anyway, now we're turning it inside out, and now you should push it all the way through. See, I'm just gonna flick it because I have time for that. Time for that. Anyway, so now it's pushed all the way through. And I just need to press the seams. Press the seams out. Which I will be ironing them, and that'll be like the next step before the straps go on. And when the straps go on, basically I would take this, fold it in, do like a really, really tight fold, put the strap in, and then fold it one more time, and then I would sew it down with the strap on there, so it'll look like that. It'll look finished instead of exposed. But yeah, it's a good fit. This fits me, so fits an adult. But yeah, I need to go ahead and order those adjustable straps on Amazon, because one thing that will happen with these straps that I'm talking about, I made them out of t-shirt fabric, but over time they'll wear down and you'll lose the elasticity, and that's not something I want to happen. Yes, you can tie them, you could tie them, but you run the risk of it being too tight, or you can't wear it, or whatever. And I've had some that have even torn, so I don't want to continue to use t-shirt fabric unless I absolutely have to, which in this case I don't have to. Why? Because I got my stimmy. I got my stimmy. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so these two are ready for straps. So that was one, and this is the second one. And I'm glad that I showed you all my mistakes. I mean, you know, we're here to learn. We're here to learn from each other. It's cool. You know, it's cool to make mistakes as long as you learn from them. So the next 2 to 3 masks, I won't have those mistakes. Now I know how to do this, and I'll just keep making them. And yeah, I will be done as soon as the strap. And I'll record again. I'll see you guys again when I get those straps in. So y'all have a good night. Bye. Hey everybody. All right, so we are on to the ear loop section. So at this point, your mask has form. It's starting to take shape, or it has already taken shape. You can see like it has a nose piece, it has a side piece. What is missing are the ear loops, and I already sewed one down right here. So I'm going to show you how to put on the other side, put on the other ear loop. Just to let you know, I did press them. I did press this, so I did iron it. When you hear me say press, I ironed it. Took my iron back there, and I used it to iron this down so that it could be as straight as possible. I also tried to, there it is. Yeah, it shows. I also went ahead and kind of went through the step of putting the ear loop on without actually putting on the attachment, to just make it easier to fold. Okay. Also, these are the t-shirt fabric ear loops I mentioned earlier. They are super stretchy. They're very stretchy. I cut these about 5 to 6 inches. So I'll show you another one. This is how long it is. I cut about 5 to 6 inches, and I noticed the reason why I did that is because when I did them 8 inches, they were too long. So hopefully 6 inches will work. They worked on my past mask that we own. Also mentioned that these will stretch out over time and lose their elasticity. It will come back after you wash it, but I just noticed that over time, months, it will lose its elasticity, and sometimes they will tear or break. So I'm using these because I absolutely have to. I need to get rid of the last few ones that I have, but also the order for the elastic ear loops have not come in yet, so we're using what we have. This is what it is. This is what it is. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you how to attach the fabric ear loops. See, they're very stretchy. All right, here we go. I'm sorry, my tripod is in the screen. Here we go. That helps a little bit. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just fold this in twice. that right there. We'll fold it in twice and then we'll sew it across. So when I say fold in twice, that's 1. So you have the edges turned inside, and then you'll fold it one more time, 2, so that it looks finished, just like this side right here. That way the edges are not exposed and they won't fray. Except this part, I didn't even notice that part was exposed. Well, that little bit of fraying won't bother anything. Plus, if you can tell, I like super backstitched it, so it's okay. All right. What we'll do, we'll lay down one end of the t-shirt fabric for our ear loop, fold in your edges, and then fold it again for a more finished look. And then clip it away, and you'll take the other end of the loop, of the ear loop, slide it in on the inside, and you'll begin to sew. And you'll just sew a straight line from here to here. You'll sew a box, really. You'll sew a box starting here, work our way down. I would suggest a back stitch for sure on this end and this end, not so much on this end, but you'll sew a box. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll end it where we started. Okay, and then you'll have a finished product like this. If you notice, I backstitched it. I tend to backstitch it at the top and at the bottom, just because that's where the most pull or the most tension tends to be when you put it on your face. Is everything. Go ahead and sew that down so that this side will look like this side, and you will have a completed face mask. I hope this video was helpful. See you guys in the next one. Bye.